Focus. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at in the world. This is Tyrus Bain. Welcome to the Definition of Anarchy channel, where today, on May 14th, 2021, on a Friday, I want to talk about how the Republicans, right, want Biden to end unemployment insurance early, like the federal boosted unemployment insurance. They want him to end that early. Well, this is the thing. You see, the Republicans, by all intents and purposes, they give the appearance that they want spending this, that, and the third. But in reality, it's not government spending, right? It's the government spending our money, but it's not government spending. It's people spending via the government. They call it a handout, right? That's what they're calling unemployment insurance, or what they call unemployment. They're calling that a handout. We need to take away the handout so that people can get back to work. Well, the funny thing is, over a few 100,000 businesses were shut down and forced to close permanently due to the lockdowns. All right? Due to the lockdowns. Whose fault was that? You think because, people are getting the hokey pokey and they think they're safe and, this, that, and the third, and jobs are coming back, you think that most of the United States, most of the people that lost their jobs, you think that they have just go out and get a job all willy-nilly? Yes, there are some places in certain states where there is a lot of jobs available, but not every state. There are states where there are no jobs available. See, they want to put everything, they want to conflate everything to what they want it to be, right? Oh, well, there's a lot of demand for jobs. People aren't taking jobs. And yes, are certain people using unemployment? Are they taking advantage of that? Are they saying, look, oh man. Yes, there are people taking advantage. Boost, right? But look, this is the fact. Unemployment insurance is just that. It's insurance. When you work, you pay into this insurance policy so that if you lose your job, you're not falling flat on your ass broke. And guess what? You can't opt out of that. You can't opt out of putting your money into unemployment insurance. It's taken out of your check automatically. It's put toward the state automatically, right? They get that money from all the workers, gain mad interest off of it, put in interest-bearing accounts. They get the interest. When you lose your job, you get paid a little bit of something to help stay on your feet between jobs. And what did y'all do? What did the government do? Well, they forced lockdowns. They shut down businesses. A lot of them closed down permanently. And like I said, yes, there are some cases, there are more jobs than people to fill them, right? Of course. But it's been like that even before Modelo 19 got cracking. You know what I'm saying? So my biggest problem is, do I like government spending? Hell no. I don't like government spending, especially when they spend it on other countries, when they put it towards gender studies in motherfucking Pakistan, or they give Israel $500 billion a year. For what? All these other countries, they give billions of dollars of our money away every year to other countries. But you want to bitch and complain when people are sitting on unemployment because y'all monkey asses put us in this position. Will there be inflation? Yes. Will there be this? Will there be that? Yeah. But guess what? If they cut the funding to foreign countries, if they cut all the foreign motherfucking y'all want to bitch about $300 extra a week on top of what we're already entitled to. Y'all owe us a shitload of money. All the money we put into the government coffers, all that money that you use to spend on foreign defense or defense and all this other stuff to spend on war, all that money you make during war, you take our money, you spend it on war. You send troops off to die. You give all these countries all this money. But when we get a little something, back, you so-called Republicans, y'all got a problem with that. When has a motherfucking Republican said, you know what? We need to stop giving Israel money. You know what? We need to stop giving Pakistan money. You know what? We need to stop giving all these other countries money. You whined a little bit, right? With the second, with that, the government spending budget when Trump was still in office in December. Yeah, you whined a little bit, but guess what? You folded, and all these countries got that money anyway. You little whining and complaining. Why is that? I mean, are we as a people, are we as the people of this country that they rule over, are we so weak that they would look to us every time they want to fucking cut something? They want to cut our throats? Biden wants to get rid of all the tax cuts Trump put in there for people making this little bit of money, under $100,000. But what did he tell people? He said, no, we're not going to increase taxes on anybody making less than $400,000 a year. That's a motherfucking lie. Because as soon as he nixes Trump's tax cut plan, I mean, there's going to be mad increases in taxes coming out of our pocket. But you want to bitch at us about getting our money back with unemployment insurance. Unemployment insurance that we pay into every time we get a paycheck, it comes out the top. We have no options. We have no choice. But when we want to use that insurance, you have a problem with that. Oh, it's going on too long. You need to cut it sooner than that, maybe in June. Where in the fuck do you get off fixing your mouth to say some shit like that? Where do you get off to fix your mouth to say that we are getting handouts? Guess what? You can't get unemployment unless you work. And when you work, you pay unemployment insurance. When you work, you pay into Social Security. On top of state taxes, federal taxes, and whatever else. But we're getting the fucking handouts while you monkey mouth motherfuckers sitting up there in the Capitol Hill, sitting on your ass in them comfortable ass leather chairs, pretending like you're fighting to move things forward in this country. But we're getting the handouts. You motherfuckers are making $175,000 a year to do what? That's the base congressperson. $175K a year. What are you doing to earn that money? Other than being sauced up by lobbyists who pay you tens to hundreds of $1,000s to make shit go their way. But we're getting the fucking handouts? We give you money to pay for potholes to get fixed, to fix roads. But the shit doesn't get fixed properly. So every 2-3 months, you in the same motherfucking street doing the same type of construction. Your little contractor buddies that you always use You know, you got to faint going through the motherfucking bid process. But I know what's up because I'm in construction. I've done work for the city and all that. I know how it works. Use the same contractors. How that kickback look. But we're getting the handouts. How often is Congress in session? 1 week at a time? Every other week? You motherfuckers going on 2-week vacations? Going off the campaign to keep your spot so you can keep getting those handouts? But we're getting an extra $300 a week. We're the problem. Right? You weak ass Republicans who can't even turn the heat up on these motherfuckers trying to push that gun control. Oh yeah, you act like, you know, it's a left right paradigm line, so we know what's up. Yeah, you gotta pretend like you're resisting all these gun control laws that they're pushing. But at the end of the day, what are you doing to reverse all the 20,000 motherfucking gun control laws that are already on the books? What are y'all doing? Weak ass Republicans telling people they're getting a handout, but they're not doing shit. Much like the Democrats. But that they want done, at least they try harder. When they pander to their base, at least they're doing something, right? Right? When the Democrats pander to their base, after they've gotten done manipulating their base, brainwashing their base, at least they're like, oh, yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And they actually make certain shit happen. When they tell people, oh yeah, we're going to push this gun control, they actually do it. What are you motherfucking Republicans doing to reverse all the gun control? Not a goddamn thing. Not a goddamn thing. Here you have a Republican, a black Republican in California who wants to get open concealed carry, constitutional open carry, concealed carry in California. Right? Who's actually considering looking into police reform. Right? How many Republicans are spreading that light or shining that light on Major Williams? None of you. Right? Why? Oh, you know, he marched with BLM once. Oh, you know, he spent some money. He spent some campaign money. How much of that motherfucking lobby money have you spent? You know what? Republicans, get the fuck out of here. Conservatives, fuck out of here. Y'all worse than them Democrats. You're full of shit, right? Because you can't even be controlled opposition properly. You can't even convince people that you're opposition enough to convince people that you're not controlled opposition. Weak ass motherfucking Republicans, weak ass conservatives, weak ass black conservative talking heads, bitching and complaining about stupid shit, but calling other people snowflakes. Sitting there with your little microphone in front of a camera, talking that good gab, right? Talking that good shit. Getting all these donations. Selling your book, doing this, you know, selling your merchandise. But what are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing to push a reversal of gun control? What are you doing to push gun rights and things like that? You're sitting there in your chair talking to people. I mean, and it's a lot of work, right? It's a lot of work. You do a lot of research, this, that, and the third. But you have nothing to say about Israel taking that $500 billion a year. And now, guess what they're doing with our money? Strafing the fuck out of motherfucking Palestine? Huh? Dragging us into proxy wars? Year after year, decade after decade? You Republicans. Trump wanted to pull the troops out. And what did you Republican generals do? Hey, then fuck that. We're going to keep them in there. We're going to make it look like we're pulling the troops out. Right? That was the story. Right? That was part of the Dog and Pony Show, Left, Right, Paradigm, Lie. But it is what it is. Handouts. I put money in that motherfucking unemployment insurance. You goddamn right. If I am going to be making more money on unemployment than working, you goddamn right I'm going to do it. And guess what? Based on the interest and all that other shit, all the money we put in year after year after year after year, shit, I mean, hell, why not? You see, let me tell you about the people, let me tell you about these Republicans, man. They want to act like that they promote entrepreneurship and independence, but they want you to work for somebody else for the rest of your life. And they don't want you to act, they don't want you to even think about seeking a living wage. They want you to work your fingers to the bone and tell you that, hey, you know, you might not deserve that $15 an hour. Do I agree with raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour? No, I don't, but not for the same reasons these clowns do. No, you should work for what you should get paid what you're worth. That needs to be negotiated, right? That's where unions come in handy. Now, union officers can be a problem, right? Because they do a lot of shady shit, but that's another story. Republicans want you to work for somebody else. They don't feel you have any value if you don't want to work for somebody. But they want to act like they prop up entrepreneurship. But what does it take to become an entrepreneur? Can you become an entrepreneur working 8 hours a day, 5 days a week? How many entrepreneurs you know do that? Some people save up a lot of money while they're working, and they get loans. And then guess what they have to do? They have to quit their job. They have to quit working. So sometimes, in order to better yourself and to become a business owner or entrepreneur, sometimes you have to quit your job, invest in your business, which is not just monetary, time, money, and intellect, because you have to do certain things to get your business to grow. And it's hard to do that working an 8-hour day job 5 days a week. But if you want to take advantage of your whole unemployment insurance so that you get a nice little bump, right? While you work on yourself, while you work on bringing yourself up, pulling yourself up by them bootstraps they keep talking about, you're getting a handout. Anyway, I just wanted to touch on that real quick, man, because, you know, I'm getting tired of the bullshit. There's so many people that's full of shit, you know what I'm saying? And especially the stupid ass Republicans. Oh man, they're a lot stupider. You know what? Everybody's always talking about how dumb Democrats are, but Republicans, I'm telling y'all, dumb as hell. Dumb as hell. You know, full of shit. Liars. Lazy. Republicans are lazy. What do? You might have one or two that are pretending like they trying to make something happen. Matt Gaetz, you know, and Marjorie Taylor Greene out here going on tours, doing their thing. But then you got Matt Gaetz, former assistant, getting popped for child sex trafficking. An associate of Matt Gaetz getting popped for sex trafficking and other shit. How far removed from that do you think Matt Gaetz is? These are the people that you vote for. This is what they do. This is how they get down. All kind of crimes. Multiple counts. One including child sex trafficking. This is what's going on. Right? But they want to make you feel guilty for getting unemployment insurance money that you pay into. Next time you hear somebody tell you that it's a handout, tell them to take a finger and shove up their ass while you flipping the bird. All right? Much love. I'll holler at y'all later.